Mitchell, Jenny, this one's for you. I already had it planned ahead of time, but when I heard that you guys really liked this one, I knew I had to do it. That just really confirmed that I had to do it. So, consider this my Christmas present to the two of you for your great, outstanding support over the past few years. And for the rest of you, I just hope you enjoy me talking about this fun little classic underrated gem from the 2000s. Now, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret here. Drake and Josh is my favorite show of all time. Yes, better than Sonic X, better than Dragon Ball Z, better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, better than SpongeBob, better than Scooby-Doo, better than all of them. Drake and Josh is the show that I have rewatched the most in my life. It's the one that I adore the most, it's the one that I enjoy the most, and it's the one that makes me laugh the most. Like, I cannot put into words how much I adore this show, and I have been looking for years, just like Sonic X, years, to find an excuse to talk about it by any means necessary. And, thankfully, when I looked right back through the catalog of this show and the overall history, I managed to rediscover this little gem, a movie that also served as an extended epilogue to the franchise itself. So you can technically call this a series finale if you really want to, even though the real series finale is really Big Shrimp, but that's besides the point. Point is, this movie is the end of the series. I know it feels weird to start my coverage of it with the end, but it's still Christmas. And there isn't a Christmas episode of Drake and Josh, so they made a Christmas movie. And a pretty damn great one at that. Like, if you're a fan of Drake and Josh, you already know how great this movie is. If you're a fan of Drake and Josh that somehow doesn't know about this movie, I'm bringing it to your attention now to tell you to go watch it by any means necessary. It's on Paramount Plus and on DVD. You have no excuse. And it's because I just wanted to end this off with the biggest bang I possibly could. Because with Sonic Summer X, I got to end it with Anime Supersonic. But with Season Slashings 2, I honestly didn't know what I was going to end it with until I decided to throw Nickelodeon into this marathon again. Like, the second I did that, and I went through the history of Nickelodeon Christmas specials and movies, this one popped up, and I knew I had to talk about it. So, with that long preamble out of the way, let's talk about this amazing Christmas movie and why it belongs up there in the classic Christmas comedies alongside National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, and Gremlins. No, that's not hyperbole, and no, I am not over-exaggerating. This movie's amazing, it's fantastic, it's spherical, and we're going to talk about it anyway. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, your number one stop destination for anything and everything animation, including TV and movies. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome back to Season Slashings 2. Welcome to the end of Season Slashings 2. Welcome to the end of our little Nickmas Marathon. And welcome to the first ever time on this channel that I get to cover my favorite show of all time, with the 2008 TV movie Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. This movie's amazing. Like, I'm just not even going to mince words. This movie's amazing, and this is going to be a very positive, very glowing review. But I will still do my best to keep spoilers out of it. That way, none of your experiences are ruined in the process. So, I have a pretty lengthy written review for this one, so I'll just dive right into that. I hope you enjoy, and Mitchell and Jenny, I hope this lives up to all your expectations. Here we go. This is it, my final Christmas review of the year and the finale of our fun little Nickmas Marathon, and I gotta say, I think I saved the best for last. Drake and Josh being my favorite show of all time, I was already excited to finally talk about it. But the fact that I get to kick off coverage of it with the big Christmas movie that also served as the show's own epilogue makes it even more interesting and worth talking about. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. I absolutely love this one. Not only is yet another banger Christmas special from Nickelodeon, seriously, they are so good at Christmas specials, it's almost unfair. Not only as a heartwarming and hilarious Christmas movie, not only for giving the show such a high note to end on, but just for being an awesome movie all around. The humor is fantastic with some of the best jokes in the entire series. The writing is as superb as it's ever been. The characters are excellent, both old and new. The music is amazing, including the best version of Jingle Bells ever made, and yes, I will die on this hill. The story is outstanding, the pacing is really good, the runtime is brief, this movie's less than 90 minutes long. The effects are surprisingly good and show off a much bigger budget, and it's also because all the effects in the movie, for the most part, are all practical. Like, they really did put cheese through a wood chipper. I'll leave it at that. Almost every effect in this movie is done practically, whether it's on a set or actually live out in the filming location. It's really, really good. The acting is still as great as ever, especially the titular duo, who are just as memorable as always. Like, Drake Bell, Josh Peck, these two are still incredible in this movie. Like, yes, the show had been over for like a year or two by this point, but they still have not lost their charisma, their chemistry, their charm, or their comedy. Like, these two still bounce off each other perfectly. The heartwarming Christmas spirit is prevalent throughout. Like, yeah, it is a little bit on the goofy side, but it has its heart in the right place, and it does leave you with that fuzzy Christmas feeling. The timing and slapstick are top notch. Did I say this movie's hilarious already? Because this movie's absolutely freaking hilarious. And the ending is perfect. I'm not going to say why it's perfect, it's just perfect. If I really had to nitpick here, I'd say its one and only issue is Luke's rushed character development in the third act. Like, he starts out one way, and then in the third act he immediately flips the other way, little to no transition whatsoever. And maybe the side story with the parents going on this weird vacation thing that also turns out to be a scam is, yeah, that probably could have been cut out. It doesn't really do much to the plot or anything like that. But that's pretty much it. This is simply a wonderful movie and absolutely deserves to be in the classic Christmas comedies alongside Christmas Vacation and Gremlins. Yes, I'll always be sad that this is the end of the entire franchise, and considering recent circumstances that I'm going to not talk about because I'd rather not ruin anyone's Christmas with heavy shit, I'm going to keep it vague and not say anything. It's probably going to stay that way, unfortunately. But as stated before, it went out on a very high note. It's a great time for fans, it's a great time for kids, it's a great time for adults, it's a great time for families. It's a great time for pretty much anybody. Anyone of any age, as long as you have some kind of sense of humor, you're going to find value in this movie. If you haven't watched this before, I cannot recommend it highly enough. And if you have, there's no greater time to watch it again than now, because, well, it is still Christmas Day. And two, because this year was the show's 20th anniversary. Yes, this show's 20 years old now. Sorry to make you feel old, but yeah, it's 20 years old now. It's right up there with Christmas 2 from SpongeBob and Arnold's Christmas from Hey Arnold for me among Nickelodeon's greatest Christmas specials. It's another one of the greatest Christmas specials that Nickelodeon has ever done, and it's spherical! Sorry, that line has just been... It's been drilled into my brain, so it's going to be drilled into yours. Deal with it. Happy 20th anniversary, Drake and Josh. See you in 2025. Final verdict for Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. An excellent, awesome, criminally underrated Christmas movie. Is a 10 out of 10. Yes, we didn't get to end December with a 10 out of 10, but we're ending this one with a 10 out of 10 because this movie is fantastic. It's everything you love about Drake and Josh, along with just being a really good, funny, highly entertaining Christmas movie. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It is truly a delightful experience from beginning to end. And with that, that's it. That's going to do it for Season Slashings 2. That's going to do it for our little Nickmas Marathon. And that is going to do it for 2024. yeah, you're not getting year-end lists until January this time because I need a few days off for, spend time with the lady, if you know what I'm saying. So, thank you guys so much for watching all these reviews. Thank you guys for making 2024 arguably the most successful year on this channel ever. And I only hope that I get to continue doing this for many, many years to come. I love doing YouTube, I love doing reviews, and I love interacting and sharing my opinions with all of you incredible people. I mean, even if some of us are not having the greatest of Christmases, I just hope that my silly review show brings you guys some joy. So, whether you are a newcomer or a longtime fan, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And we're so close to almost 5 years, guys. Like, that still blows my mind. It's already been almost 5 years since we began this journey together. And I'm excited to see what the new year brings. Especially considering the fact that we're starting with the Wallace and Gromit movie. That alone gets me excited. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching all these reviews and videos in 2024. And I can only hope that in 2025, we'll have an even greater year as we continue this journey together. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I'll see you all in 2025. Take care, everyone. Oh, wait. I almost forgot to reveal the big theme month for January. I think you guys are going to like this one because, spoiler alert, we're not done talking about this one just yet.
Listen, I will soon forget. So listen and you won't regret. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance. And you won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants.